In this video, I'm teaching you how to do Thanksgiving without stuffing yourself. And this video is going to go for any major holiday or any major event or any vacation. If you feel like you struggle with feeling out of control with food, and then in the moment you just kind of say, who cares? And you overeat, and then you just feel horrible at the end of the day. And then that, of course, is not helping you to achieve your health and body and weight loss and fitness goals, then this is going to be for you. So this video can go for Thanksgiving. The reason I'm calling it the Thanksgiving video is it's a week before Thanksgiving. And this is what I've been coaching a lot of my private and group clients on, how to actually do the holidays better, how to actually end the year where you want to be with your weight and your body and your health, feeling in control in the moment. So that is what you're going to learn here. So there's a lot of strategies that can help you not stuff yourself. Some of them are creating a plan of what you're going to eat and not eat ahead of time. Only having one plate, only having one dessert or small amount of each dessert, or maybe not having appetizers, maybe only having your favorite appetizers. But if eating were this simple, you probably heard those and you're like, yeah, no. If eating were this simple, none of us would be even talking about this. If eating were this simple, I wouldn't have a huge coaching program that helps people eat in a more controlled, sustainable way. So your strategy is not as important as the mindset. Your thoughts about what's possible, your thoughts about what is you're capable of and what's important in the moment. So first, let me dive into my story. So I used to, every Thanksgiving, I would not have a plan of what I was going to eat. I would go into Thanksgiving saying it's one day, I deserve to treat myself. I would say everyone else is eating and drinking. It doesn't matter. I'm going to start in January. And I would really just have all these thoughts that would lead to me eating everything I wanted. And by the time even the meal got started, I was actually already stuffed. And by the end of the day, I felt horrible. And one total side note here is I think that one of the reasons why sometimes we do this is when we finally reach max capacity in our body to where we kind of feel horrible, it seems like then the brain noise, the food noise turns off. It finally turns off. So there's a little, even though you're like, this feels horrible, there's almost a little relief in that too. So that I did not love those days long ago that I used to do this. But I want you to know that the reason why I ate is because I had these thoughts. It doesn't matter. Everyone else is eating and drinking. I deserve this. It's just one day. Those thoughts made me feel ambivalent towards any of my health goals. It made me feel justified. It made me feel deserving. And that's why I overate. So if someone would have just come up to me and said, hey, Courtney, why don't you just not go back for seconds? I would have been like, that's not helpful, right? What is I'm going to teach you here today is this is what is helpful, is really understanding what thoughts are driving your eating behavior. So over the years, I have become a certified life coach. I have started helping people with their eating. And in that time, I also learned to fix this in myself. Thanksgiving is going to be next week. I'm going to my parents' house. I will not overeat. I will not have any drama. And here is why. I now know that I need to choose my thoughts very carefully. My thoughts have changed, and it has changed how I eat or drink on Thanksgiving. So here are the thoughts now that I do actively have in my brain on Thanksgiving. I don't have to eat perfect. Because that's another thing that I used to get caught up in. I think I would go into the day sometimes thinking I'm going to eat perfectly. And then all of a sudden when I wasn't eating perfect, I would just give up. So I go into Thanksgiving going, this isn't about eating perfect. I am definitely going to have chocolate cheesecake. It's this, my friend makes this delicious chocolate caramel cheesecake. I'm definitely going to have some because I don't have to eat perfect. I don't have to eat perfect to lose weight. I don't have to eat perfect to maintain my weight or feel good at the end of the night. I want to feel good tonight and sleep good. Maybe that's not a thought that you have yet, but if you start finding that you are able to manage your mind and choose the way you want to think on purpose about your health and your eating and what you deserve to feel like, that's a thought that might start coming to you. I know I spent many nights feeling so bad that now feeling good feels irresistible. And so one of the things I would do on Thanksgiving or other holidays that I would eat in a reckless type of way is I would feel so bad that I would actually have to medicate myself to sleep at night because I just felt so bad. No longer acceptable for me. Here's a few other thoughts that I suggest you choose. I don't have to say yes to everything. I know that that sounds like it might be obvious, but it was a mind explosion for me when I finally realized that. I don't have to say yes to the cranberry sauce that's in the shape of a can. I don't have to say yes to white turkey meat. I don't really like it. I don't have to say yes to gravy. No. I don't have to say yes to those little rolls my mom buys that I just don't love so much. My mom makes all this other wonderful food. I'm not choosing the rolls. She didn't even make them. So you don't have to say yes to everything. Here's another one. I'm going to eat what I really want. I love me some stuffing, so I'm going to have some. I love me some cheesecake, so I'm going to have some. So choose to eat what you really want, and then choose your portions around that. What other people do is irrelevant. And I don't say that from a rude or a sassy way. I mean that I can look at other people. Like if I look at myself years ago, I would look at what other people were eating, including my 22-year-old children. And I would be like, well, they're eating it. Why can't I eat it? Because they're 22. They have a metabolism of a 22-year-old. They probably don't care how they sleep at night. And it's not a big deal to them. We want different things. So I'm going to not worry and have it be irrelevant what they're eating. They're doing their thing, I'm doing my thing. I want to be proud of myself. That is something I choose to think. Also, I can want something and not eat it. Now, a lot of people talk about like food noise and how horrible it is. But think about in your life. There are times when you want to be mad at someone or yell at someone and you don't do it. There are times when you might want to act out and you don't do it because it's socially inappropriate. There are times you want to shoot off a text and say, how dare you, and you don't do it. There are things in our life, reactions that we want to have that we control. So how beneficial would it be for you to have this be one of those moments where you say, I want another piece of cheesecake? That's okay. I'm not going to eat it. It is possible for you. What I do or not do, what I eat or not eat, is no one else's business. Again, not from a sassy place. What they're eating is none of my business. What I'm eating is none of their business. And I say this because sometimes during the holidays especially, people really struggle with people pleasing. They say that people are like, oh my gosh, you should eat, enjoy yourself, live life to the fullest. You look great, don't worry about that. All these comments, and then we feel like if we actually stick to our plan, which I suggest you make a plan, I'll talk about that in a moment. But if you stick to your plan, they're going to have thoughts and feelings about it, which is going to make you have thoughts and feelings about it. What if they could handle their thoughts and feelings and you can handle your thoughts and feelings? Powerful. And this is another iteration of that is it's okay if they think my choices are wrong. It's okay if they think I should eat more. It's okay if they think I should eat certain things. It's okay if they think that they have opinions about my food or my body. Because some people are going to have them and voice them, whatever you do. And if you decide that what they think is irrelevant, then you're going to do what you want to do for you. And my most powerful thought that I want you to take away to have a wonderful Thanksgiving, but also one where you stay true to yourself, is today is not about the food. At the end of our life, I do not believe we are going to look back and think, that turkey that year was amazing. We're going to think about the people that were around the table. We're going to think about the people that are missing from around the table because they've passed on. We're going to think about challenges that we got through together. So at any event, you can look around the room and say, even though as a society, we've decided it's all about the food and drink, even though culturally, there's so many cultures that like food is such a big part of it, that's okay, but it's not the main thing. It's not the whole deal. It's not about the food. It's about the people, about the love, about the experience. Food's just a part of it. So here's what I want to tell you. If you heard one of those thoughts and you're like, I love that one, I'm going to try to focus on that one. Yes, I think you should. I would also suggest you make a plan that day of what you are going to eat and are not going to eat, because you don't want to make decisions in the moment. But here's what is going to happen. When you decide, I'm going to think I can want something and not eat it. So it's going to sound beautiful and you're going to start the Thanksgiving day out great. But at some point in that day, your primitive brain, the part of you that just wants you to be happy right now, the part of you that doesn't care how you fit in your clothes, the part of you that doesn't care how you age, doesn't care how you're healthy, it just wants you, that part of our brain that just wants you to survive by being happy in the moment, that part of your brain is going to step in and say, if you don't eat that, Angela's going to get her feelings hurt. Be prepared for that. And can you say, oh, wow, I knew that thought was coming, but I'm going to really decide I can want something and not eat it. I can really decide that it's irrelevant what they think. I'm going to let Angela handle her own feelings. I'm going to just do what is best for me. Last thing I will share with you is there's going to be discomfort either way. There's going to be discomfort if you just say screw it and eat your face off and stuff yourself and then you're kicking yourself at the end of the night. Discomfort. There's also going to be discomfort in the moment if you allow other people to say and feel and think what they think and you stick to your plan. There's discomfort either way. So what I want for you is I want you to choose intentionally which discomfort you want. I'm a big fan of choosing the discomfort that is going to lead us to our goals. At the very least, at the end of the night, you're going to be so proud of yourself. No one ever eats and drinks their face off and says, I'm glad I did that. Also, no one ever says at the end of the night, you know what? I wish I would have had another glass of wine. It just doesn't happen. So if you choose the discomfort that is going to lead you to your goals, at the very least, lead you to feeling good at the end of the night, you will be on track. This is the kind of work I do with my clients. I do work with women privately, and I do work with women in groups. And I would love for you to head to Modern Body, Modern Life. There'll be a link in the YouTube notes, and you can find a way to contact me so I can help you get in your best health ever at any age, feel in control and feel proud of yourself, and have more confidence about this aging process and eating and all of it. Have a great Thanksgiving.